Welcome to So Very Easy. My name is Laura, and today it is the finale of Cotton Cut's Sparkle and Shine Mystery Club. This has been a lot of fun to follow along, and I've been doing two versions. A small version, and I've done it in a green and red, and the large version in some beautiful grays, blacks, and whites. So today we get to follow those directions and put those two quilts together, and let's see what they turn out like. So I've been following along with the small one with that ruby and emerald fabric and the large one with the pearl. So the first one I'm going to put together is this small one. As we were following along, we were able to number all of the components. So some would have had an A and a B in each of these areas, but I still kept them all together just so at a quick glance I can see them. With all of those pieces sewn together, we're going to be able to put the entire quilt together. Once again, the patterns do come in black and white because your color variation would be different. But we're going to be able to follow step by step and put these together. So the first thing we're going to do is take 7B and 3B and put those together. So we have the two 7As and that 3B. And those pieces are going to match up and the seams are going in the appropriate direction. We can put that aside. We need to make 2 units from the 1A and the 6A. So that half square triangle is going to fit in the corner on both sides. So we will have 2 of these units. With those 2 units done, we get to put them right on the sides. When we do that, we can really see this star formation. Be sure to follow those pressing directions. In this case, the seams are being pressed out. We will need to make 2 units using 3A and section 9. Be sure to have the E's on the outside and the A's on the outside. And we're going to press towards this A color. And that gives me 2 bags that I'm finished. Those 2 new units are going to go on the top and the bottom of that side. And we're going to press up towards the top and towards the bottom. We need to build 2 more sides, and we are going to use 4, which there's 2 units. We need to put 8A on one side, and on the other side, the 2 A's. And those units are going to go on the other side, so it's going to continue this border. And they are going to be pressed towards the inside. And that is going to complete the center section. We just need to add some borders. We're going to put together 8B and 1B. Now each of these had 3 in the pile, so we can put 1 aside because we need 2 of these units. When we get those 2 sewn together, we need to put together 2B and 6B, so we will have 2 of these units. Before we put these on, we need to join a few more pieces, and some of those pieces are going to come from Pack 10. In Pack 10, we do have a free gift. We need to join 2 units together with those A strips, and then when those are together, we're going to sew onto the top where we have that point, that E strip. So we're going to have 2 units that look like this. We have 4 number 5s left over, and those solid squares will go right onto the end. So we will have 2 long units. We have only 2 more units to put together, and then we can start to put those borders on. This is the remaining 7A piece, and we're going to put these long A's on the end. At this point, I will be laying out all of the borders and giving it a double check before I sew them on. We're going to be able to continue sewing top and bottom, and then the 2 sides, top and bottom, and then those 2 sides. And then on the top and bottom, we're going to put on this very final strip. And we're going to be able to trim this just to make sure it fits all right. The small quilt is now done. It's approximately 48 by 60 inches. So let's get the large one done. I'm going to follow the directions using those units that are labeled A and B, put it together, and then let's see what the difference is. As I was putting the large one together, I did notice something. And that something is the pattern is the same. We've been putting it together in a different sequence as we have the small one, but that center panel is the same pattern. We're just going to make this quilt larger. So when I put the patterns together, this small center is the same as the large center. The difference will be the borders. And the more borders we add on, the larger it's going to be. So let me finish up the large one and I will show you the comparison between the small and the large. And the colors really can make a big difference as well. The large one is now done. It does equal to be a 72-inch square. There's some finishing tips inside that pattern to put on those final borders and that little inside border. But when we look closely, we could definitely see the similarities. Even though the construction was different and the mystery was different, we do have some similar features. That center square is definitely the same. It's adding those different borders that really made the difference. And it made the difference in the size, and depending on what fabric choices you used, it would definitely change the outcome. This has been a fun mystery to follow along with. I do hope you have enjoyed Cotton Cuts Sparkle and Shine, and thank you for joining me today on Sew Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe and, well, come on back. Let's see what we're working on next time in the sewing room. Bye for now.